Blades Ramble are proudly supported by our main channel sponsor, My Business Group, a group of brands designed to support owners, leaders and managers in business. We would not be where we are without the incredible support of John and the team. If you're looking to grow your business, contact mybusinessgroup.co.uk today for more information or follow the link in the description below.
Blades fans, subscribe to Blades Ramble. Up the Blades.
What is happening, Blades, and welcome back to the Blades Ramble. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your countdown to kickoff for Leicester City. Already, straight after a really strong result against Stoke City. Going to Stoke and beating them 2-1, and I say really strong result because we held on at the end, but the performance in the first half was deserved of the victory in itself, in my opinion. Even though we weren't ahead at the break, I thought we played really well against Stoke, and particularly in that first half. And yeah, we move on to Leicester now on New Year's Day. I'm having to record this directly after we've finished 90 after 90. So this is not for the first time in ages, and I don't do this very often because I love the live vibe that we have on the Ramble, but I'm actually going away for a couple of days. So we needed to get the countdown to kick off in. So I'm recording it straight after the 90 after 90 that I've just done for Stoke. So I've done a watch along 90 after 90 and bounced straight into this countdown to kick off. Because I can do that now because we know the Leicester result, we know the team that they played, we know how they got on, we know where they are in the table and stuff. So I've edited a few bits and changed a few things around. And you'll see this tomorrow as I record. It'll be Tuesday for you guys. So you can get yourselves fully prepared for the countdown to kick off. But there'll be no live interaction, obviously, because of that, which is hugely missed on these streams because that's what makes us tick as a channel, to be honest, is having the interaction from everybody. So it'll probably be a shorter stream than usual, but let's get into it and let's have a little bit of a look at what we can expect from this game against Leicester City coming up on the 1st. So it's a 5:30 kickoff. We are actually going to have, let me see if I've got I have. We're going to have a watch along. It'll be from 5 o'clock and it's done by Batman Lou, who is not able to make the game. So I'm very appreciative that he is now able to do the watch along for us. So join Lou. If you're not able to get to the game and you want to watch it with somebody else, Lou will be watching it for the Blades Ramble whilst I am at the game. And then dependent on the result, we may be having an after party. If we win, we will have an after party, as you know. And if we don't win, it'll be 90 after 90 as usual, business as usual, if you like. So let's have a little look at what we're facing against. In fact, no, it's before we do that, we always go into the predicted lineup, don't we? So how do you think Wilder will set up? So this is the team I think he'll play. I think he'll go with Michael Cooper in goal, Femi Sariki at right back because we haven't got another option to go again. It's got to be Femi. Look, we can start making signings from this day that we play the game. But obviously, they're not going to be signed off and in on time, or maybe even ready to go by this time. So the squad will be what it will be for Leicester. Japhet Tanganga and Tyler Binden, I expect to go again. Tyler Binden with another great redemption arc for himself after a poor performance against Wrexham. I thought he played really well against Stoke, and I think Sam McCallum comes back into the side. Now, I thought Harrison Burrows had one of his better performances this season and played a full 90 minutes against Stoke. I thought he was a little bit wasteful in his possession at times, was going long when he could have looked after the ball a little bit better. But overall, I think his levels are improving. Having said that, Sam McCallum's been very good for us this season. Yes, he's let himself down a little bit at times with his performance against Wrexham, but a lot of players could be held accountable for that. We've got the option to swap out Sam McCallum, and we haven't with Tyler Binden as much, I don't think, in terms of the competition that's behind him. So I think Sam McCallum comes back in just as fresh legs for this game and somebody that we know is quite reliable in that position as well. And we just got to hope that he can continue bouncing and riding that momentum that he's built up over the season. I think Ollie Arblaster and Jairo Riedeveld go again in the middle. I say go again because Samari came into the side for Leicester, who played a full 90 minutes against Wrexham. And I think Samari did a really good job. It has to be said. We've been critical of Samari on this channel. And I think justifiably so at times. But I think Blaster has saved his legs for this game because he did 90 minutes against Wrexham. I think he only did about 15 tonight against Stoke City. So I think Blaster starts this game alongside Gyro Riedeveld, who again did another real shift. Did Gyro? He came off in the dying minutes in injury time. He came off as he was struggling with cramp a little bit, but I think he'll be asked to go again. Blaster, I thought, didn't look after the ball very well, in all honesty. I thought it wasn't a great showing from him when he came on. Looked rusty, to be fair, but when he started for United and when he's had a decent amount of minutes to get himself going, he's not let us down. And we know what a quality player he is. You don't just lose that, and I think it's just been an off night for him against Stoke. So I expect Blaster and Gyro to start in the middle in Wilder's team. I wouldn't at all be surprised to see now Callum O'Hare on the right and Gus Hamer on the left. It might be Andre Brooks on the right, and I wouldn't be against that because I thought he's done okay. But I think he'll want to get Gus back into the side, and I don't think he'll want to drop Callum O'Hare. I also think Tom Cannon's done enough to stay in this side. So I'm going Cal on the right, Gus Hamer on the left, Tom Cannon up front and partnered by Patrick Bamford because I think Tom Cannon's better in a two. And I'm excited to see what Bamford and Cannon can build together because I've got no qualms that Bamford will stay at Sheffield United. I genuinely believe that. I may be wrong and I hope I'm not, but I think he'll stay as a Sheffield United player. So that is the lineup I think that Wilder will go with against Leicester. He'll go with a 4-4-2 in my opinion, and I'm saying play the exact same team. I really like the side. I think in terms of the fitness issues and concerns that we have at the club at the moment, I think that's the best possible side we can put out at the moment. So I like it. I'm sticking with it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your teams in the comments as well. Because although I'm away, I will still have my phone on me and I'll still be able to see what you guys are saying and what you're thinking about it. So, how did Leicester line up in their victory against Derby, which was tonight or yesterday, depending on... you'll obviously be watching it back. So, you look at their lineup here, and I can tell you that they played a 4-2-3-1, which is outlined here in the breakdown that we've got. But they've got Stolachik in goal, who's not a bad keeper. Hamza Chowdhury started as captain and right back. So that doesn't bode well for any Blades that are wanting, me included, that want to sign him in January. Chowdhury at right back, although they have got some significant financial issues, Leicester. Two centre halves of Nelson and Okoli and Luke Thomas at left back. James and Skip in the middle as the middle two. Then they've got the really dangerous Fatawu on the right. The slightly underwhelming but very capable Mavadidi on the left. Looks like Bobby Decordova-Reid played in the 10 and scored. And Jordan Ayew up front because Daka is at the AFCON, I believe. I may be wrong on that. That's just going from information that I've heard. So it looks... Hamza Chowdhury, it has to be said, went off injured during this game. So it looks like it'll be Ricardo Pereira, who is on the bench for Leicester here. It looks like it'll be Pereira that will come into the side as right back. And that will likely be, or certainly very close to, the Leicester setup against us. Will Ramsey come in for Decordova-Reid? You wouldn't think so, because Bobby Reid scored, or Decordova-Reid scored. So we'll have to wait and see, but that is looking likely to be the Leicester lineup. Obviously, Pereira in for Chowdhury, but that is looking very likely to be what we'll face on New Year's Day. The information about them is that they have had patchy form at best, is probably fair to say. In the last 5, they've drawn, won, lost, and won. And yes, they beat Derby, but somebody was saying in the chat on 90 after 90 that it's a lot of the comments on Sky are saying it was one of the worst games of football they've seen in a long time. It wasn't an impressive victory by Leicester, although it's picked them up again after a couple of defeats on the spin. So you never know how they're going to react from there. All you need to do is win into it. And that's all we've done tonight, or against Stoke, should I say. They're down in 12th at the moment. Where are they in the table compared to Sheffield United then? So they're in 12th, we're in 17th. We've both played 24 games. We've both won 9 games. The only difference being the 5 points that separate us, they've had 5 more draws than us. And we've obviously had 5 more losses than them. I don't think there's much between the two. I think if you look player for player, they've got a strong squad. But the momentum is a little bit with Sheffield United, I would say, at the moment. And look, if you look at our last games, we've had a patchy run of form as well a little bit. But I would back us to go into this game as favourites at home on New Year's Day. And I'm pretty confident that we can go and get something. So I don't know whether you feel the same. You'll have to let me know in the comments, as I say. But the last thing to do, I suppose, because I can't come to your comments now, can I? But the last thing for me to do is to have a little look at what I've predicted as the score prediction. And you'll not be surprised to see. I think we can beat these. That could be a new catchphrase, couldn't it? That's new merch coming in Jan, in New Year. I think we can beat these. 2-0 Sheffield United, I'm going 2-0 to the Blades. I think it will be not necessarily a comfortable victory, but I think it will be a professional performance. And as I say, if this is the case, we'll be having an after party at the hotel. If it's not the case, and we draw or we lose, God forbid we lose, then we'll be having 90 after 90, business as usual for the Ramble. So let me know what you think. What have we got coming up? This is a random shout because I don't know what's behind this picture, but coming up we have got Hot Off the Presser. If you haven't had it already, it might have been done today, but I know the Man Mountain is going to be stepping in my absence to do Hot Off the Presser. Thank you to the main man for doing that. And he'll also be live on Ramble FC with Batman Lou to bring you his top 20 takes from the Premier League's recent action, and also all aboard the Championship for the Championship review of what's been going off. So we still, even though I'm not here, the Ramble still continues. I'm here in body, but if that makes sense, you can see me, but I'm not quite here live as I would like to be normally. Normal business resumes on New Year's Day, and I will be back. I'm just having a couple of days out with the family, which is really important that we do, and take the time to be with them as well at a special time. So thank you to everybody for all of your support throughout 2025. I know I mentioned this very briefly on 90 after 90 because I was live then and I was able to say it to you while you were directly with me, but it means an awful lot to me to be able to do this channel. It's not just because it's my full-time gig and it's given me it's given me a whole new lease of life in ways that I cannot describe to you, but I just love everything about it, and I'm very, very grateful, and I'm very appreciative for everyone's support. And I hope that, you know, whether you agree with my opinions or the lads and lasses who come on, whether you agree with their opinions or not, that doesn't really matter. It's more whether you feel a part of it. It's not even whether obviously I want you to enjoy it, but I want you to feel a part of this because it's a fan channel. It's for the fans, and this is to bring us all together and to all have a place where you can be comfortable to give your opinion and not be judged for it. So thank you to everybody for your contributions throughout the year. Like always, we're always trying to get better, and we've got some exciting things planned for 2026, and I hope you can all join us on that. If you're not already and you do enjoy the content, I would ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. That is your choice. To be fair, it's completely free to do. But it does really help us out. I'm going to leave now by saying I wish you all a very, very happy and healthy new year. All the best. Come on, you red and white wizards. All the blades!